Hello and welcome to Monday. It is a great day for masking and a great day for motivation. And we are going to get things rolling. Super excited to be able to try and track all of these things all at once, of course. I have my phone here so that I can be watching. We're on different platforms, which is always the interesting twist to this. So let me get my group, my life enrichment group also rolling, and we will be in the mix. Okay, so here's how this is going to go down. This evening, hello, is really about multiple things. I was going to go two, but multiple things. It's about talking about your greatness, your strengths, your abilities, and how we can take great care of your skin in the process. And we're going to keep it clipping along. So the very first thing that we're going to do this evening is I'm going to use our cleanser and get just a clean face. I do have eye makeup on, so I'm going to use my eye makeup remover. And we do have a huge promotion with this skincare at the end. And so I will share that with you. We are in our last couple days of our Mary Kay fiscal year. So I'm using our oil-free eye makeup remover, which if you saw me shake it, for those of you who are familiar with it, it removes your eye makeup without leaving a film. It's easiest if you just leave it on, gently wiping it away. Here we go. Now, I am wondering, one of the things I'm going to talk about with strengths, with your greatness, is strengths. And I'm wondering if any of you have taken the Gallup Strengths Finder test. So while I am using my little eye makeup remover here to get all my eye makeup remover off, I would love, look at that, so awesome. I mean, like, I have simple dash and go makeup on. I just have on CC cream and mascara and some lips. And so that is not going to be complicated to get all this off. But hello and happy Monday. Mondays are for masking, right? So we are going to be featuring our charcoal mask after I do removing my surface dirt and oil of the day. Now, I am featuring our 3D cleanser. And because this is Customer Appreciation Night, and because it's the last day of this, the last 24-ish, 30 hours of our fiscal year, we have a huge promotion. So stay tuned at the end. That is going to be just for those of you who watch this special promotion prices. But okay, I've got about a chocolate chip size of the 4-in-1 cleanser. Cleanser, mask, toner, and brightener all in one. And of course, it is the 3D complex. And of course, I forgot to bring some water in here. So I'm putting it on a dry face. I do have 2 washcloths though, so I'm gonna actually just get my face a little damp. In a perfect world, we have running water. And even though my world is not perfect, I do have running water. How about you? So the other thing that I would feature is our amazing sonic cleansing brush. Now, this sonic technology is phenomenal. Like, seriously, my friends. It rapidly goes back and forth in its vibrations that gently lifts away pore clogging impurities. It moves at a rate of more than 12,000 times per minute. You ain't gonna get that with your cleansing cloth. So the sonic oscillations move quickly to work to remove 4 times more dirt, oil, impurities, makeup, and pollutants than hand cleansing alone. If I had brought some water in here, I would be using it, but I kind of forgot that one little nugget. So there's 3 speeds to allow you to customize your cleanse. There's a 60-second auto shutoff, which keeps your routine consistent, has a rechargeable battery with USB cords, so there's no searching for replacement batteries, which is phenomenal. Like, seriously, it can go from your sink to your bathroom thanks to this IPXZ waterproof standard. And this one device is just $75. And we've got a special set price that you can get it with also. But you just use it forehead about 15 seconds, nose and chin 15 seconds, cheeks 15 seconds, and boom, you've got the extra clean face. So this You can get this as a hostess, come up in July and get 3 to 5 of your girlfriends together, and you could get this online. You could get it 75 for 35. So that's awesome. Okay, I'm going to wash off my cleanser. Now, let me be clear that you do not need to leave your cleanser sit on your face. I just did because I was talking about the cleansing brush, but you just put it on and wash it right off. And with water, it would suds up a little bit more on my face. But the cleanser and the moisturizer that I will put on after we mask features our patented 3D complexion improving complex. And it will help to brighten the skin. It will help to tone and firm the skin. It does have encapsulated resveratrol, which the encapsulated resveratrol is a brightener. So is vitamin B3 and the peptides that are in it that help to make the skin firmer. It also is anti-aging. So it's just the 3D is defends, delays, and delivers. If you're not already using this product, your bathroom deserves it. And we've got a special promo. Okay, so let me ask this. I haven't seen anyone who has said anything yet. So does that mean that no news means you're not familiar with the Gallup StrengthsFinder test? I'm just wondering. Okay, so because there's a delay, I'm asking that so that I know what I'm talking when I get to talking to you. I'm using this silicone brush. If there was smell-o-vision, I would hold it up and you would be able to smell the mint, the rosemary, and I would also be able to tell you that there is nothing better than the cool, refreshing feeling of the charcoal mask on your face. You also end up, let's see if I need a mirror. This is too complicated to do into StreamYard, which is the platform that I use so that I can go in multiple places. It mirrors, so you can't, it's harder to control. I'm getting better, but it's still harder to control what I see. Okay, so let's just talk really quick charcoal and why the charcoal mask, I'm like the it factor. Activated charcoal, I got to get a little bit more. Activated charcoal acts like a powerful magnet to help unclog your pores and taking the skin beyond everyday clean. So this is something that you would just do a couple times a week. I often say Wednesdays and weekends, but I really like my little Mondays are for masking. So maybe it should be you do your charcoal mask on Mondays and then do the microdermabrasion on Wednesdays and do the, then on the weekend, you could either do microderm again, or if you're really oily and blemish prone, do the charcoal mask again. Or if you're really gonna treat yourself, use our facial peel. The glycolic acid facial peel is the biggest punch we've got from, and it gets multiple layers deeper even than what the microdermabrasion, which is a physical exfoliant. This is a chemical exfoliant, and it is going to renew and brighten and tone the skin. Oh my goodness. And of course, if you've tuned into any of our hydration sessions, you know how phenomenal all of those products can be together. And we will talk about that at another time. Okay, charcoal mask on. And here I get to sit and look at you. The activated charcoal absorbs double its weight in impurities. And there are extracts, of course, I said, of rosemary and peppermint, which delivers a fresh scent to awaken your senses. But it also, the peppermint is also a, it helps with fighting infection. And there's also navy bean extract, which is a brightener. So that is a power punch from all of our research. So now that I'm going to have my charcoal mask sitting here on my face, I've got about 15, 20 minutes, and I'm going to share with you a little bit, and we're going to talk just a little bit of your greatness, the greatness that lies within you, and the greatness that lies within Mary Kay. And if we discover there be any connection that would help you to empower your greatness all the more in our environment, we would be thrilled. But if not, Mary Kay really, let me tell you this, in 1963, when Mary Kay started our company, she did so with not the intention to make money. Does that surprise you? I mean, like, who goes into, most of the people who go into business. When you start a business, your intention is, I'm going to make money. But Mary Kay's intention was, and still, and I'll come back to how it still is relevant and amazingly the mission focused yet today, 57 years later. But when Mary Kay started her business, she wanted to impact women's lives. She believed women want to love their life, believe in themselves, and make a difference in this world. And thus, and if you are joining me and you're seeing the charcoal mask, if you have a charcoal mask, you want to start with a clean face and you just want to put that charcoal mask on. I just realized that I didn't invite you guys. If you're doing the charcoal mask, would you shoot a picture into the comments? I don't actually know that it'll let you do that. Just say I'm masking with you. I think I learned from a previous time before that I said send a picture and it doesn't let you. So if it does, great. If it doesn't, then just let me know that you're masking along with us. But anyway, back to Mary Kay's story time. So when Mary Kay was starting, women want to love their life, believe in themselves, and make a difference in this world. Well, she was told by her accountant and her attorney that this business would not make any money. And she said, if I help enough other women get what they want, it'll work. But Mary Kay did not start with the intention of making money. Mary Kay did not start with the intention of selling skincare and cosmetics. She started with the intention of creating an environment that would empower women. This is a culture-driven company. That is unique and rare. It's more and more prevalent to have people aware of and searching for companies that have more of an infinite investment, meaning that they're looking at the bigger picture, that they're not just looking at profit and loss, but they really want to build relationships. But Mary Kay as a company has the corner on the market. Last night, I had the privilege of being on a very unique Zoom with the president of Mary Kay, Nathan Moore. And it was just the leadership team of our national area. And our national area is working to be number 5 in the nation. And my unit, the women that you are supporting, are a large part of that. So whether you are already a great customer and you've already purchased product, our fiscal year runs through the end of June 30th. So if you've purchased any product from July 1st to June 29th, you're already a part of that. If you want to be a bigger part of it, we would welcome that because we are rallying and it's a really big deal. And it's such a big deal that our president of the company on a Sunday night was willing to be on a Zoom call and share his heart. And I have never been more confident that we are in great hands, that we are in the right place at the right time, and that our company is more relevant than ever. And even though in 1963, when Mary Kay started this company, she wanted this bigger picture. And now we are uniquely a privately owned, privately held, family-owned company. And the family is still more concerned about perpetuating their grandmother and their mother's mission to enrich women's lives and to truly help enough other women get what they want, that they believe that will still prove profitable, and it continues to be. But they actually invested $125 million into a facility just outside of Dallas, Texas, to perpetuate their grandmother and their mother's dream to continue to provide these amazing products. Charcoal mask, for instance. Mary Kay has a research and development laboratories. We have over 144 years of research, experience in our development department. And these products bring out the greatness within your skin. As we're watching, if you are masking with me, you will be able to see it happening on your own face. But the pores that you are pulling out on your skin as it's drying, I don't know if you can really see once I get up close. It's still not, we still have about 15 minutes probably, because it's still quite dark. It gets a lot lighter, and as it gets lighter, you can see. I'm not always the greatest charcoal mask model, and why I say that is because I am fortunate enough that I don't have super oily skin, and so and I don't have really large pores, so it's not as dramatic on my face as it is on some people's. But Mary Kay is spending over $1 million a quarter on research and development. Most companies are doing that in a year. And so even though in 1963, when Mary Kay started, she did so with 9 like-minded women, and they went out to perpetuate her vision, her four cornerstones of this company that she started with, and then they determine the product. Even though our product was a secondary piece of her mission, it is not secondary in any way. You could pay more, but you wouldn't get better. And so you can be very confident that our products are the best prices at the best opportunity for you. And it's also why women who are seeking to bring out greatness within them sometimes find that Mary Kay's culture, the four cornerstones, sometimes really allow them to bring out that greatness. So I'm going to tell you the four cornerstones, and then I'm going to ask you if you would share with me one quality or attribute that you feel within you makes you unique or great. And if you have taken the Strengths Finder test from Gallup, I'd love to hear one of your strengths. So Mary Kay's four quadrants, the first and the one that I am most impacted by, and the thing that I am so convicted is the reason why every woman within the sound of my voice, wherever she may be, whenever it may be, at whatever point I have the privilege of talking to someone, that I believe that every woman deserves minimally 1 year in Mary Kay, because Mary Kay's mission was to create a culture that would be one of sisterhood and mentorship. And so we have this culture that edifies women, builds them up, and helps them to discover their God-given gifts and abilities so that they can bless their lives, bless their community, change the trajectory of their future by becoming more and more confident. A woman who is more confident passes that on to her children. She passes that on in her workplace. She passes that on to her husband, to whomever it's a ripple effect, and that transforms our world. And so that personal growth and self-discovery is the priceless piece that I can guarantee to any woman, whether you start this business with the $30 eStart, which is a phenomenal option that we have right now, women starting their businesses for $30, and yet still getting all of the other quadrants, but the personal growth and self-discovery, if you plugged in only for the trainings that we have. The second quadrant that Mary Kay created this company for, and why it brings out greatness in women and what your greatness could be, is that it's all about helping women win. Stacking wins is one of the greatest success tips possible. If you know the story of Michael Phelps and his 8 Olympic medals that he got in 2008, one of the great things about that story is that it wasn't the Olympics that were where his greatness came out. Of course, we saw it on the platform. We saw them dangling around his neck. But where the greatness comes is in the daily routines. And that's where your greatness comes, is in the daily routines. I recognized that one of the routines that I really needed to shore up was my morning routines. And that meant shoring up my night routines. And I will tell you that true transparency, COVID and summer have absolutely killed my routine when it comes to bedtime. But I will tell you that as I heard about success stories like Michael Phelps and how he stacked his wins, and like by the time he dove into the pool in the morning, he'd already had multiple wins. He got out of bed at the time that his alarm went off. He had a certain breakfast routine, and that was a win because he was nourishing his body specifically. He had specific music he listened to. I mean, like, it was like this series of stacked wins, not complicated. But when you get wins rolling, have you ever, that's the whole notion of being on a roll. If you didn't see, I have this really fun new dice. And it's like the greatest way to be on a roll because you can't help but win. So Mary Kay is all about helping women win. And it isn't so much the cars or the diamonds. I don't have any of my rings on today, but I have diamonds that I have received from Mary Kay. I've earned over, I think, 13 cars from Mary Kay. We are actually in the process of earning our most recent car will be our pink Cadillac. We qualify at the end of September, but this month is the end of the first quarter of qualification. So we are stretching, chasing, running, going, woo, on we go. Talk about, but it's not so, I am not going to turn the Cadillac down. I believe that it is the greatest symbol of success in our business because it represents at least 100 women and their collective victories and their collective wins. And it is a trophy on wheels, and it is a privilege. And whether you are buying a mask from your consultant, you're helping put a spoke in that wheel of that Cadillac. Whether you are helping her step into her red jacket and joining her team, that is a part of being a part of that win. And it's that there's multiple things about those wins. It creates a place for people to have a place to play. I believe that there are multiple kinds of women that thrive in Mary Kay. One is the thoroughbred, the kind of woman who needs a place to just really thrive and run. And this is a great place because it isn't just about thriving and running and getting the trophy and the car and the diamonds and the prizes, but in pursuit of that, it's the woman we become in the journey. Again, it's the personal growth and the confidence, but it's not just for that sake. You do get the bauble and the doodad that comes with it. And then also, so you get to be part of that. So the thoroughbred. There's also the woman who loves to blaze her own trail. The creative spirit, I like to, make a way, find a way, and the person who really likes to blaze the trail as opposed to following. And this is a perfect playground for women who want to be that entrepreneurial mindset, who want to not be a follower but a leader. And then finally, the other grouping of women that find that this is the greatest playground to come on and practice winning is women who are praying for more and looking for something different and don't know exactly what it is. And so this is where I think the fact that I haven't had anyone say anything yet makes me think that maybe you're not familiar with the Gallup Strengths Finder. But one of the things about finding a win is that you already have DNA within you that is the winner's DNA. And it isn't about a winner like A+ or being the boss or coming in and earning a pink Cadillac. That can be part of a DNA. But God has created each one of us with individual gifts and talents, and it is so important that you own that you are you, and that you know that collectively God put each of us individually with these mixes of strengths. So Gallup Strengths Finder has a listing of, I believe it's 32 talents that they have identified, and all of them are great. None are less or greater or equal, but none are equal. They're all different. And I can't remember what the statistic is of how everyone, what is the odds of anyone having all five? And then they're also ranked in which one is highest for you. And with each of those strengths comes an explanation that helps you to really own who you are and really get to dive in and dig into that DNA and own it. One of my strengths, dangerously, all strengths have liabilities, and one of my strengths is connector. And I know that serves me with Mary Kay because it helps me to connect with women. It helps me to really, truly help them to identify what are their strengths and connect them into their lives. And I also get to see how everything weaves one thing to the next. Like as I see names pop up, Bridget or Crystal, if you guys are watching, I'm not sure what your connection is. I would love to know who you're here with. If you're watching on behalf of one of our consultants, who that is. I don't know if Lexi is still watching. I saw that she popped up. Lexi came into my life through Teens Encounter Christ. I was a adult sponsor on one of those retreats, and she was at my husband's table. Both of us did it that weekend. And Lexi is just an amazing young woman. And then wildly, she also was friends with our nanny. And I mean, it just, the weavings, but I will tell you that without Mary Kay, she would have been one of, 60 amazing people that I met on that tech. But because of Mary Kay, we have developed a relationship. We're connected. I can help her keep feeling confident and beautiful with the products. Jeanette has been one of the greatest supporters. Thank you, Jeanette, during this new online presence. And Jeanette and I grew up across the street from each other in David City. And then Jeanette moved away to Colorado and now lives there. And I moved back to David City, which I still can't believe. And yet Mary Kay has made that connection. Connector is not just about making connections through Mary Kay. It's seeing the twists and the curves. And I do have a slightly warped matrix mind that I can see how everything just kind of blends and molds together. And oh my gosh, if this hadn't happened, then that hadn't happened, and that would have happened. And it really helps when, okay, I'm going to finish up with these 4 quadrants, because the 3rd quadrant is Mary Kay wanted women to make what they were worth versus what a job is worth. And I admittingly am much like Mary Kay in that I have a really hard time being in this to make money, but I can see the connections of how lives twist and curve. And as a result of that, I know that if I wasn't selling the product, for one, my family needs me to be building the business and to be, in my connection of me making a new sale means that I am building for my family's future. I am building for my husband's big dream that he has, that he wants to be able to pursue. And all of these things are interwoven and connected, and it allows me to elevate what I'm doing, that it's not just selling a skincare set. It is building a lifestyle. It's not just selling a skincare set. It is building the confidence of a woman. It is building the self-esteem of that woman when she looks in the mirror, what she sees. The final piece, and I believe that the greatest greatness that lies within you is celebrated in the final quadrant of what helps women be great in Mary Kay, and that is the philosophies of the company, empowering women to have well-ordered hearts. I believe that it is really hard for women to lead their life if they do not feel like their life is well-ordered. Because when we get out of order, we are just like a vending machine. If you've heard me say that before, we might as well put a sign on us that says out of order, and you won't get anything from it. But instead, being able to truly be able to have women be able to put their faith first, their family second, their career third. And that feeds also one of my other strengths being belief, that I really do believe that there is something intrinsically powerful about a company that was created, not just with God in mind, not just with these great golden rule principles. That's a biblical principle, is the golden rule, and giving golden rule customer service and having 100% guarantee. If you don't love the charcoal mask, you buy it, $24. You buy it and you don't love it, that you can exchange it, or you can return it, or you can get your money back. And so Mary Kay, the integrity of that, but ultimately being able to see all the connections and the weavings, and knowing that the company was not just founded on that, but we maintain those principles. And hearing our president, Nathan Moore, talk last night gave me absolute confidence that we are maintaining that. So I'm going to let you look one more time. You can see now, it's now that it's dry, it's pretty dry. I got it on relatively dark, but you can see, I pull forward. You can see the pores coming out, and I'm trying to look myself. And then where it's still pretty dark, but it has been right at 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and wash this off, and I'm going to end. As I'm washing this off, I'm just going to ask if anyone has any questions about anything that I've already talked about, anything about the opportunity, our products. I'm going to pivot back here and finish with putting on moisturizer. I'm going to tell you that if I had to summarize in a nutshell how you could bring out your greatness, I could do it in 12 words. Okay, you ready? Be you. That's 2 words. That has to do with those strengths and everything else. Bear love. What the world needs now is love. And that's not just a 70s song. I was at the Carpenters. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. But that's not just a song. It is the truth. The opposite of love is selfishness and hate. And really, that's where our hearts are aching in our country. And instead, if we choose love, it is choosing to put others first. It is choosing to give the benefit of the doubt. And anyway, so I'm giving more than 12 words, but the tips are: be you, bear love, build others. Edification and empowerment of other people is always going to win. And it will always bring out your greatness, because when you're looking at someone else, you cannot love someone if you're judging them. But if you're looking at them and you're bearing love into that situation, and then you're wanting to build them up, you're looking for what is the greatness that lies within them, and that mirrors back, and it brings out greatness in you. And so be you, bear love, build others. So that's 6 words. And then it's not complicated. You complicate it. And the greatness that lies within you can be greatest discovered when you get this right. Meaning that you're well ordered. God first, family second, career third, God first. and making sure that you know your DNA and who it comes from and how much he loves you. And we complicate it when we don't get that relationship right. It's just like on Facebook where it says, your relationship status, how you would answer your relationship status with God. And if it's complicated, usually something that's complicated means one of the parties is not giving their best, is not fully dedicated, has put other things ahead of priorities, has someone else in the picture. I mean, like there's 1,001 analogies. Are you with me? So don't complicate your life. Just be you, bear love, build others. It's not complicated. We complicate it. And anytime that things get complicated, step back and ask yourself, what am I trying to control that is not within my control? And then what is the next right thing that I can do in this situation? And then at worst case, roll the dice. And I'm just going to do it. Ready? Because I'm going to put moisturizer on my face. Look how bright my face is. And it feels so crisp and clean. So, okay, here we go. Ready? Be kind. There, it goes great with the rest of my words. They're all fun words that I was hoping it would land on love more, because that's always the answer. But kindness is the simplest form of love, being kind. And that's like kindergarten 101. My face is now dry, and so I need moisturizer. And I'm going to go ahead and use my daytime moisturizer, but I'm going to show you my night moisturizer. This has Japanese apricot extract in it to help moisturize the skin, smooth the skin. During the daytime, it has SPF 30, and this is broad spectrum sunscreen, gives you the moisturizing that you need. It's tailored to your skin. There's so many other things you could put on in addition to this, but I'm just putting on my simple moisturizer. I do find that because my skin is not oily, that charcoal mask pulls out all the impurities out of your skin. So I need to put extra hydration on, which also means that sometimes I like to just use a little of my favorite naturally oil to just give myself a little bit extra moisture. And then while that soaks in, I'm going to tell you about our sets and collections. And I am going to also put on the eye cream. It should say eye. If you're going to use a product around your eyes, eye makeup remover, not just cleanser. Eye cream, not just moisturizer. Use your ring finger. Give the hydration around the eyes. This helps with puffiness, dark circles, moisture. The skin around the eyes is 1/4 of the thickness of the rest of the face, and you absolutely need that moisture. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if I can help you finish this up here. The charcoal mask is $24. And the one way you can get it at half price is if you sit down tonight and you think of 20 women in your life who deserve to have the greatness brought out within them, and they deserve a pamper packet from your consultant. And that means that you would shoot her 20 names and phone numbers of women who in your life you want to bless. Don't worry about if they'll be interested or not, just their names and numbers will be a compliment to them from you, and there's no cost. And you get this at half price when you send 20 names and numbers. If you decide to book a party with your consultant, ask her what her hostess promotions are, and you can either get this at half price, or you could have this be part of your $75 in product for $35, or she might even work out a way for you to get this for free. Okay, so booking parties, getting referrals, that's your first step with this. Then the Miracle Set that I just did on my face, the moisturizer for day and night, the eye cream. This is a $124 value if you bought everything individually. It's normally $110, and tonight, the end of the month special, customer appreciation, our company's passing on some savings, and I'm passing it on to you through your consultant, is $99 tonight. So that doesn't include any other gift certificates or promotions. So if your consultant has offered you a gift certificate, it would be off the $110, but this is $99 just for tonight, this special. Then if you want to add in the charcoal mask, it's a $148 value. And we are doing Mary Kay's lucky number is 13, so it's a 113 special. This is huge. Like, this is, thank you for watching to the end, huge. 113. Even if you want to just stock up on it, if you have some of the pieces, at some point you're going to run out, but this is 113, a 148 value. If you add the sonic brush, The Sonic brush is a $75 value, and you add it to all of this. It's like getting too much for my hands. A $223 for $188. Dun, dun, dun. So there's that. That's everything with the brush. And because I leave no stone unturned, we did use the oil-free eye makeup remover. This is $17 alone, but the full set would have a $240 value. I mean, like, we are talking, your bathroom is stocked and ready. There we go. A $240 value for $199. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We would love to have you consider bringing the greatness out of your skin with that set. If you're interested in bringing the greatness out of your life, we would be thrilled to tell you more. We have a $30 e-start option, and it seriously opens the door to all the possibilities, gives you a website, and also credit card processing through ProPay for 1 year. We also have our starter kit option, which is our business in a box. It is $400 to $500 worth of product to show and demo, mirrors, all of the things that we use when we actually go out and in person. So you can do that for $100, or you can combine the virtual and the box for $130. But really, at the end of the day, my friends, it's a $30 decision, and it could bring out some amazing greatness within you and allow you to shop from our consultant discount at 50% off. Oh my gosh, it opens the door to great possibilities. Now, in my last 5 minutes, if I can put my hand on everything, I am going to finish with our quick little dash and go. And this dash and go is going to feature our little petite compact with one eye color and cheek. I'm going to use our CC cream, which I'm going to start putting that on right now. The CC cream has SPF 15 in it. It also just evens out the skin tone. It does have a little moisturizer. It has actually the benefit of anti-aging, hydration, cancels out redness, and it blends with your undertone and melds right into your skin. There's 5 shades for the world. All 5 shades do come in the starter kit, the $100 starter kit. This one is called Very Light, and you can just see how easy and fast that is. Just because I have it sitting here, this isn't part of my little collection, but I'm going to use a little bit of our translucent powder. And this product, I guess I shut it instead of opened it. This product actually also comes in the starter kit. And I like to just use a big, nice brush. And it just takes a little bit. I had put a lot of product on my face fast, and I didn't necessarily let it all soak in. So it just takes a little bit of the sheen off. And then in our Dash and Go look, I've got my cheek color. This is Rosy Nude Cheek. You cannot go wrong with this color. Like, it's just so forgiving. Just a nice little balanced color. And then I'm just going to use one of our brushes, and I'm going to apply Rosy Nude to my eyes. And then I am going to use our mascara, and my preference is something always has to drop, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm going to use my Lasharama, Fanorama, oh my gosh, mascara here. And I'm going to attempt to just put it on here. My mirror is away. I am using it like a regular mascara, though, not like the Fanorama, because I'm just putting it on one coat. Well, not exactly. But the next coat is to fan it. I really need a mirror to do this. Here it is. And then you tip it out with the tip, which I'm not taking enough time to do. This is why I'm partial to my favorite. Oh my gosh, I have a little piece of charcoal stuck on my nose. Wow, it's really in there. Okay, Anyway, I'm partial to my Ultimate Mascara because it just is super simple and goes on, and it just is always a great finish. And then I am going to just do a fun pop of lip gloss color. This is Rockin' Red. When you're doing Dash and Go, one of the fast little tips is to do a bright lip color because it makes you look like you have on more makeup than you actually do. So I am going to now just really quick tell you that you can add on to any of those sets the Dash and Go, which includes the CC Cream, Compact with Cheek Eye Mascara and Gloss, and that's $85. If you already have the CC Cream, it's just $65. So that is an add-on to any of our product line that you could just do a fast Dash and Go. I mean, I talked myself through and it still was less than 5 minutes. So I appreciate your time. I wanted to end by 7:30 and it is. So I would love to, I will make sure that any of you who made comments get added to our drawing for our sonic brush. I also am going to have posted, some of you have already done this, but if you haven't already, we do have a survey that I've used with our girlfriend show that if you would pause to take care of that. I know Jeanette's already done it for sure as someone that's on here, but you will get another entry in our brush. And if you would like to hear a little bit more about our business before the end of the month, I have a listen for a lip gloss promotion. So you can hear more and get a lip gloss as a thank you, no matter what your decision. Thank you for your time. I hope that you can go out, be you, bear love, build others, don't complicate it, and go bear your greatness to the world because we all have been planted with greatness within us because we are God's kids. Have a great day. God bless.